Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. To some visitor I muttered, tapping at my chamber door, only this and nothing more. And the raven never flitting, still is sitting, my boy Edgar, Allan, going to lay down and flow. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. To some visitor I muttered, tapping at my chamber door, only this and nothing more. I had a thought inside the same worse than Abbey's purple platinum cherry Finley with fantastic terrors never felt before. So that now there's still the beating of my heart I stood repeating to some visitor on trading entrance at my chamber door. Lenore, Lenore, is there Lenore? Nevermore, nevermore, quoth the raven, nevermore. Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating, then no longer sir said I, oh madam, truly your forgiveness I implore. But the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came rapping that I scarce was sure I heard you here. I opened wide the door, darkness there and nothing more. Deep into that darkness peering long, I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken and the stillness gave no token, and the only word that spoken was the whispered word Lenore. This I whispered and an echo murmured back the word Lenore, merely this and nothing more. Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning. Open here I flung the shuttle, and with many a flirt and flutter in this step the stately raven of the saintly days of yore. Not the least obvious matey, not a minute stopped or stady, but with mien of lord or lady, perched upon a bust of palace just above my chamber door, perched and sat on nothing more. Lenore, Lenore, is there Lenore? Nevermore, nevermore, quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, whether tempest sent or whether tempest tossed thee here ashore, on this home by horror haunted, tell me truly I implore, is there balm in Gilead? Tell me I implore, quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, by that heaven that bends above us, by that God we both adore, tell this soul with sorrow laden, if within the distant Aden it shall clasp a sainted maiden, whom the angels name Lenore, quoth the raven, nevermore. Be that word our sign of parting, bird or fiend, I shrieked up starting, get thee back into the tempest and the night's Plutonian shore. Leave my loneliness unbroken, quit the bust above my door, quoth the raven, nevermore. And the raven never flitting, still is sitting on the pallid bust of palace just above my chamber door. And his eyes have all the seeming of a demon's that is dreaming, and the lamplight of him streaming throws his shadow on the floor, and my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor. Lenore, Lenore, is there Lenore? Nevermore, nevermore, quoth the raven, nevermore. And my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore.